Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. This is Jenga J. Now, today we have the Matchmaker show, and you understand the protocol here. Any other time we have a man on board, the man must be looking for a woman. In the same way, when we have a woman on board, that woman must be looking for a man. But because today we have a man, I will tell you the kind of woman he is looking for. But before then, if you're watching us for the first time, this is the Matchmaker show. We help men and women to get matches. And the moment they get the right ones, they meet their destinies, so you're not lost. If you're new to the show, subscribe, like the video, and don't forget to leave a comment. Also, the contacts of our guests will be on my Facebook page at Jenga Angelo. So you can follow me on my socials at Jenga Angelo, and you will be getting these updates in real time. Our guest on today's show is a 54-year-old man in the United Kingdom. The United Kingdom is the UK. If you like Britain, okay? If you like England, Britain, UK means the same thing. You can also say you're in London. Our guest on today's show is a Kikuyu man, single and searching. So he is a Kenyan who lives in the UK. And it is always important because even the next guest on the show is a 57-year-old man who lives in the US, but he's a Kenyan living there. Most times than not, people assume that when somebody is in the UK or in the US, that person is a citizen. There are those who are citizens, yes. There are those who are whites, but there are also those who are coming from Africa to the UK, to the US. For instance, yesterday we had a guest. His name was the guy from the Cayman Islands, Frank Sunshine, the 41-year-old man. He's living in that British territory in the Cayman Islands, but he comes from Nigeria. Okay? He comes from Nigeria. He's an Igbo man from Nigeria. So on today's show, we have a Kikuyu man from central Kenya, but living in the UK. Now, this show attempts to answer the questions you could be having before you declare interest. For instance, we answer questions like, what is his name? Where does he come from? Why is he single? What is his age? What preferences does he have? And what does he do for a living? At the same time, you want to know, will the end goal be living in the UK, or does he have plans to relocate back to his own country? Those are the questions, at least, that we answer so that you can make a decision of whether or not you will be interested in the guest. Now, our guest of today's show is Mr. Wambogo. Mr. Wambogo is 54 years old. He is single and searching. In fact, he has been in the UK for more than 14 years. He is looking for a wife and he is officially divorced. The reason why he is single is because he is divorced. I have always opined on this show that when somebody is in the diaspora and they tell you they are divorced, that divorce is in its totality. There is a very big difference between a casual separation and an official divorce. An official divorce involves papers. Like there is an official document stating that so and so are no longer husband and wife, starting on this date. Okay? That is what we call an official divorce. At the same time, you cannot follow up on somebody, no matter how jealous you are, because this one is likely to earn you a sentence in jail. If you divorce with your partner, it is legal, it is official, and you do not even share custody, or even if you share custody and you are creepy and you are the kind of people who are stalking on the partner, you could also attract the police, because if the police are called on you, then you are in trouble. That means when divorces are declared in those countries, those divorces are very official, documented, verified, and officiated. So when somebody tells you they are official, you can take their words to the bank that they are not seeing one another and they are ready to move on, or they have moved on with their lives. Are we together? So at the age of 54, you could be asking yourself, what kind of a woman is he looking for? One, he is looking for a woman who is flexible. Flexible in the sense that this woman can also relocate to the UK. You see, sometimes people think that even when you are far away, you can just be okay being alone. That just because you have money, you are living a good life, you have some money, or you are not having problems financially, you just okay. The truth of the matter remains that you can also, okay? The truth of the matter remains that you can also require a partner, you require love, you need it, and sometimes after a long day, you need somebody to be asking, how was your day? How did it go? And questions like that. So Mr. Wambogo is single and searching. After this, I'm going to post his phone number, which also happens to be his WhatsApp number on 0712. On my Facebook page. Sorry, that is my official number. My office number, which is 0712 Okay, that if you call that number or if you send us a WhatsApp message, you can find Liz, Tony, or Alice. They will be able to help you. I was saying I will post his phone number on my official Facebook page, Jenga Njero, and those contacts expire within a span of 24 hours. So the reason I usually ask people to subscribe to this YouTube channel and to enable the notifications bell is so that any other time I release a guest, any other time I release a video, and the guest is somebody you could be interested in, you can rush to Facebook, pick the number or the contact, and then you'll be able to reach out to that guest at your own convenient time. Because if you watch this video 3 days later, 2 days later, then you will not be able to see those contacts unless the guest had asked us to return the number if they did not get matches. And mind you, on Facebook alone, we have more than 73,000 followers as of today. That means so many people are able to see those numbers within the window of 24 hours. So if you subscribe, you are doing yourself a favor because you will be able to see. You subscribe, you enable the notification bell. I release a video. Every video comes with a caption, age, where the person is coming from. Then you can rush, pick the number, and then contact the guest at your own convenient time. Our guest on today's show, or Mr. Wambogo, sorry, is looking for a woman who is 50 years and below. It is also another very important consideration here. If you are 50 years and below, this is an ideal match. Okay, 50 years and below is an ideal match because he doesn't want somebody who is very old. Okay, he has children and they divorced officially. So these ones are grown children. You see, in those countries, if you've lived in the UK, for instance, you can let us know in the comment section. If you live in the US, if you live in Canada, in Australia, there's a certain age where you start even working. There's a certain age you are able to work even when you are able to go to school. Okay? So they were able to share custody when it was possible, but now the children are grown. There is nothing to do. The wife has moved on, and there is nothing else to share between them. If you're that woman, you could be interested, get in touch with him, and you'll be able to probably relocate to the UK, or you can stay in Kenya, depending on what you agree as a couple. Before I finish, I want to bring to your attention that my books are now on serious reprint. This book, go get it. This is my book. You can buy this book at my desk. If you're in the country, you're buying this book at 1,000 shillings only, and this book can be delivered to wherever you are. Okay, we can arrange where you are, depending if you are around or within Nairobi. This book can be delivered. It's called Go Get It. This is a book I have authored myself. I've authored 4 books now. This is my best-selling book. Go Get It means you don't wait for things to happen. You make them happen by fire, by force, by fire, by thunder. The first print of this book was released on the 18th day of November 2017. Okay, so we've been selling these books since then. So if you love self-help books, books that will take you from one level to the other, and a performance coach, if you're interested, you can get this book. It's also a way of supporting this channel, and you will get it on 0712 997 660 or +2547 12 997 660 if you are outside the country, and we can make arrangements. Very nice book, very nice topics, 200 pages. I don't know how long it takes you to read this book, but you give us feedback. Those who have read the book says it's a masterpiece in its own right. God bless you. Until then, this is Jenga Njero. Bye bye.